in the semi-final, in the final day of ESL One Hamburg, Team Secret versus Team Liquid. Kuro versus Puppy, the two long-standing Dota players. Turn cap have both pretty good similarities between the two. They both have some young superstar positions in both their core position as well as their mid lane. They've got some veterans in there as well, especially Secret, having the experienced Fada in the off lane. Mind Control certainly adapted in his own in Liquid. He seems to be one hell of an off laner. I love this matchup, Blitz, but who do you really give it to after looking at this draft? I mean, we called the Phantom Lancer towards the end for Secret, but do you think that actually wins them this entire match?
I think it does. I think this hero is going to go relatively unchallenged. I think he's a really strong hero right now. I know he hasn't had the best statistics, but sometimes when you just have a really good PL game, it's going to be a really good PL game. But I mean, I'm really interested in this matchup. It could have easily been a grand finals anywhere else.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Secret have been on one hell of a roll, but they haven't proven themselves at the highest level yet, right? Like, they haven't gotten themselves a win at a minor. Now they're at the major. Now that this is their best shot to be able to establish themselves before this patch comes to a close. I also want to talk about what you said on the panel. Remember, we were talking about how Kuro, he had that thing that he said about being able to establish this meta as Team Liquid. And right here, right now, this is their opportunity to close out this patch. Yeah,
I know that Kuro's really interested in legacies, and being able to say we were the best from start to finish, I think would mean a lot to him, as both sides actually feature hometown favorites.
Yeah.
Both German players in this game on Secret and Liquid. I heard one dude clap.
Look at that. Team Liquid going for the invasion are able to pick up that extra bounty rune. So we're going to have Fada on the off-lane Venomancer. A little switcheroo that Secret gave us, and they're going to have Ace taking over the mid lane as the Phantom Lancer. A good matchup versus the Invoker, correct?
Yes, and YapzOr going to be playing this spoiler role where I think this Doom is going to be quite annoying. Doom has always been a very good hero against the Invoker because you can just simply run at him. Invoker's weakness has always been the fact that if you dual lane him, he can't really do a whole lot against it, and I think this support Doom kind of threw them for a loop. They were probably expecting something like the Lich plus the Doom in the off lane.
Yep.
But instead, it's something a little bit different here.
And that means we're going to be having safe lane for mid one on the Ember Spirit, guarded by Puppy's Lich. But he is going up against a Furion. This looks like a really tough lane for Secret. So even if they do get the one-on-one matchup, or even the two-on-two matchup in the mid lane, their safe lane is going to be suffering heavily.
And I think they're okay with that trade. Although you'd really like to see YapzOr try to grab a creep, make an aggressive move on this mid lane, as he had to use his first Devour just for the Treants. YapzOr being a bit of a greedy player, and this is the perfect hero for a greedy player.
Yeah, absolutely. A support Doom that can spend his time in the jungle, get his own set of farm. You can already see he's level 2. Looks like he actually picked up a bigger troll, so he does have at least the ensnare to be able to set up a gank here. Fada playing pretty aggressively, running out of regen, is going to have to go through a healing salve. And you can see poor mid one. At least they finally got the ice armor from Puppy, so that will help mitigate a lot of the physical damage that is being run at him by Mind Control's Furion, as well as GH's Night Stalker.
Right now, at bottom, Puppy, just trying to drag the creep wave back, is going to be able to do so. And it looks like Mind Control and GH wanted to get aggressive, but likely to just wait until it's nighttime. No real rush for them. As up at top, Fada starting to get low, but
oh, the Furion's going to TP in here. Mind Control is going to be able to catch Fada, and that's going to be our first blood. As Fairy Fire buys him a little bit more time, as well as the Magic Wand, but here comes the Sunstrike. Jehovah Miracle is able to land the first blood here for Liquid.
And a very nice pickup for Invokers. That global presence allows them to get some XP, get some farm.
We've got double global heroes here, Invoker and the Furion, so this is a way that Liquid can really keep the pressure on Secret.
Yeah, they don't have my favorite setups that I've ever seen for the Invoker Sunstrike. Oftentimes when they have something like this, they give Mind Control something like Beastmaster, but I think there are just some heroes that you don't want to give Mind Control, and Nature's Prophet happens to be one of them, and so Liquid pretty much has to pick it.
Yep.
You've got to kind of put the fear into people. In best of threes, you got to say, like, these are still the heroes that we think are OP, try to beat them, and for Secret, it'll mean a lot if they can beat this Nature's Prophet in this first game, considering no one was able to really do it at TI.
Yeah, we saw TI, they were like, geez, this Furion is too much, and they banned it the second and third game after giving it up in the first series. Let's see whether or not...
even sniped the courier. He's inside the base right now.
He's getting on top of Matumba Ban. It looks like he may drop here as YapzOr's first rotation is going to be well worth it. But as you said, Mind Control did manage to snipe out
Did he snipe it as it was leaving? That was such a weird position. He suicided in for it. I saw it happening. I was like, what is he doing there?
Yeah.
And does manage to find the timing for it, and then immediately suicides to the fountain so he can make his way down bottom. But those were the tangos, I believe. As mid one also out of regen, and this is going to hurt them a lot more than I think they realize.
So you think after being able to snipe that and seeing that mid one's not going to be able to get regen, do we just continue to keep the pressure on that safe lane, keep the Ember Spirit down?
Yeah, but unfortunately he had to suicide for it.
Yeah.
Which I think is the correct call. You're not getting out of there with your life.
So it's going to take him a little extra time to get back to lane.
It's also going to help Miracle out, who is really farmed right now. Performance in the game, level 5, has a Ring of Bassi.
I thought the Fan Lancer was supposed to win this matchup. What happened?
I think it's the combination of him getting first blood. Yes. The largest thing is he got first blood and they get the courier kill.
Here comes the rotation down to bottom lane. GH is going to go for mid one here. They're trying to go for the body block with the treants as well as the slow. With the strike over the top, that's going to be another miracle kill. 2-2, maybe 2-3. Puppy barely gets out alive, it looks like, with the TP away. But now Liquid have completely forced this safe lane back to base. And they are going to have some 3 lanes, it looks like.
Yeah, right now both the safe lanes are suffering, as we saw YapzOr heavily prioritize harassing that top area. And Liquid, right now it seems like most of their focus is trying to put pressure on lanes so that Miracle can get this very advantageous 1v. And I say that now just because of such a good start he's had. And mid one at bottom getting dove by the illusions. Krogi though out of mana.
Going to pop out that Flame Guard. GH is going to try and run him down here. Now, he doesn't have the silence, so he's just going to throw out the level 2 slope in the void, but it looks like they are going to be able to bring him down with just the physical attack. So Liquid gain yet another kill. A TP in from the Doomed here. Looks like YapzOr is going to try and keep the pressure off this tower. Now, in some situations, you would see this kind of pressure and actually give up the safe lane tower early, but it doesn't look like Secret's going to do that, and it may cost them their lives. YapzOr's getting got by another Sunstrike from Miracle. Liquid is just racking them up for Miracle to knock him down.
And most of the time you see Liquid, they try to like tri-lane mid, but this time around they're just creating space around the map, finding kill opportunities, so even better for Miracle, as I think YapzOr, you have to give up on that area. Liquid, representing 3 heroes at once, are so strong early on, and something
what do we do as Secret to change this? Do we put Venomancer bottom lane and like switch up the lane somehow?
Yes, oh, that's exactly what they're going to do, but this isn't going to be helpful for them either, as this is not an easy lane for the Veno to deal with, only 1 level of the wards. That's going to help them spot GH. But something I was going to mention is, when you have heroes like Doom and Ember who naturally have low int and low mana pools, it's very annoying to die around that silencer.
Yeah, he just keeps racking up the intelligence, the stolen intelligence.
Especially as somebody who I know plays Doom, it's really, really annoying.
Yeah, percentage-wise, it's so much of your mana. Even just 2 intelligence, it hurts a lot. YapzOr, who's smoked up, is actually going to run a GH here around that 6-minute bounty rune, and does have the help of Kuro, so YapzOr's in some serious trouble. Fada's going to make his way over. Looks like they're going to try and go for Kuro here. Fada actually tries to hit the slow onto GH as well. Misses out on that one. They're going to miss out on the kill on Kuro as well. GH, look at YapzOr. He's hugging the heroes. He wants to make sure that he's not going to be caught up by a Sunstrike here, but what a good run out from GH. Mind Control gets another courier somehow, and GH is still going to be able to get away.
That courier has spent all but 1 minute of this game dead. Like, I don't know how it's happening or how he's really timing it out, but I mean, he's finding the angle every single time, and that is so frustrating, I think, for Secret.
Do you think he actually just timed out like from the last death, like 3 minutes later, and he was like, all right, it's up now, it's probably going to fly out?
He probably saw the courier going downwards and then just timed it on its descent back, but that's still pretty absurd. To lose a courier twice like that, dead for 6 minutes, it's only been 7 minutes into the game. It's like it's been necro-ulted like several times, but Matama Man,
I mean, he's getting space too. Look at him. He's got a Staff of Wizardry on top of the treads.
Yeah, and it seems like Secret was unprepared to deal with this kind of pressure, but this is what Liquid does with their Nature's Prophet. They're going to play very aggressively in that offlane area, force a lot of pressure down there, and I think the thing that's throwing Secret off is they're not really helping this Invoker.
Yeah.
They probably expected there to be more support for this Invoker, but Miracle's been relatively untouched.
If you're Liquid, you're probably going to say, like, look, Miracle, you're going to have maybe some heroes running at you, but we're going to get you back into the game via Sunstrikes.
Yes.
Right? So as long as we're winning the other lanes and you're collecting the bounty for the kills, you're fine.
And the problem here is that I think Secret is playing too counter-aggressive. Like, they're
Okay.
trying to make things happen after the fact. Like, they're playing very reactively, I should say, as YapzOr. Gonna pop that fire.
So you want them to start setting the tempo, like ganking Matumba Man some more. Like if you're going to lose your safe lane, you might as well make sure that the enemy's safe laner is not having a good time. And Matumba Man has definitely made some serious recovery.
Yeah, but who's really having a bad time on the side of Liquid? And that's the problem is, okay, so they go bottom to help out, but that lane's already dead. Miracle by that time, he's too hard to gank. And top, all of a sudden, you haven't really touched that area in quite some time. Matumba Man's starting to get farmed. And this is the dangerous Liquid when they're able to win all 3 of their lanes because they have very greedy cores. But if they can do it this successfully, and look at the gold lead, 4,000 at 8 minutes is really fast.
Okay, so I feel like we're beating on Secret almost as hard as Liquid is right now. But what about like the fact that they do have some pretty strong mid-game heroes? Like surely they're going to hit a swing at some point in time where the Ember Spirit, now that he's got his ultimate, can start going around getting some kills. They'll have Doom up as well. Venomancer's a strong mid-game hero. Like they can at least bring this game back via some of those early team fights, right?
Yeah, they probably missed their early game timing with their Doom, but the next one is let him get level 6, then start going around the map. Get aggressive, take down one of the cores. And the good news is, if you are playing against a Nature's Prophet, you can always get back into the game because this hero can't team fight.
Fury on TP, and looks like he's going to go for Puppy here, surrounds him with
Another
a
one.
He is going to be able to get another Sunstrike kill for Miracle, dominating already for the 10-minute mark.
This is starting to get a little bit out of control right now. Is normally you really want to pressure this Invoker. That's what we thought would happen with this with this Doom PL mid, but for the most part, he's been untouched, and now mind control.
Spiraling out of control now. What is Mid-Wan up to here? He's cutting the creep wave, runs into the Invoker. Looks to be able to take it before he jumps back. Matumba Man not able to get the Reaper Scythe off, nor would have killed Mid-Wan. Flame Guard still up.
Radiant's
And it looks like Secret
is under attack.
They might just be afraid to make their courier leave the base. I'm not sure right now, but you've got to be careful. Mind Control has represented that he's willing to snipe it multiple times as YapzOr going to make his way up here. Doesn't want to use the Doom quite yet, though.
But they do have GH as well as Mind Control coming in from the side, so they're actually going to try and get a counter kill on Nefada. Stopping the TP with the Void, but they're not going to be able to stop YapzOr's TP out. So it is going to be a core for a support to the favor of Liquid.
Still, with this kind of gold lead, I think that's a relatively even exchange. You got to get kills happening on the map. They didn't have to expend Doom for it either. Dagon completed on
He's going to pop the and he'd be able to bring down Mid-Wan. He did not see that one coming.
I didn't see that one coming either.
Oh, the Dagon early pick up 11 minutes in from Matumba Man, and it's already worth it.
That's so cool. He was showing as if he was going to go for a Force Staff.
Yeah.
And Mid-One's like, all right, I've got Flame Guard. There's no way that I can die. So much magic damage there. Burst it out. 20 seconds still on the deck for him as YapzOr making his way up top. But Mind Control already TPing out. They're going to spot this with the Ward Air. We're going to see it again.
So Mid-One's thinking to himself,
level 4 Flame Guard.
Level 4 Flame Guard. I could just burn you down, and all of a sudden it becomes too much. Mid-One's down for 40 seconds off that down.
Straight up Slane as now Ace, he's got to make something happen. You can't have this passive laning phase anymore. Starting to go around the map.
But Phantom Lancer isn't like the best core to go around killing things, right? Like I feel like he's more of a 25, 30 minute after you've got Diffuse a Blade and some stats.
Yes, he needs to just continue to farm right now. But I fear for his team's ability to fight without him right now.
Yeah.
As they have Lich, who hasn't had the easiest game either. As Puppy is run around, his game's been slowed down a lot. GH, even a higher level. Mid, Mind Control already starting the Treant Assault as he wants to back up. Mid-One popping that Flame Guard preemptively. But I think the mid tower is going to be the next location.
Now look at this smoke wrap around. Liquid really want to take that mid-tier 1 away.
That Ward saw them, and the scan is going to confirm this, that they are grouping around this mid area. And Secret, they've done their homework. They know that this move is coming. YapzOr, though, might still get spotted out. He's going to start taking the high ground as the illusions start making its way up, and the Ward is placed. Preemptively pops that Scorched Earth.
So it looks like Secret are kind of just giving this one up.
They know for a fact that they're behind that tower area now.
Nice attempt at a deny, but Kuro doesn't do enough damage. Mid-One's going to join them here, but the tower is already under so much assault. It's definitely going down before Secret are able to contest it. They're going to lose that map control. It just seems like Secret are reading this as Liquid's just too strong, right?
Yeah. I did like that they were able to de-ward. They sensed that coming. It's a very obvious play after you go for the bottom tower to just immediately connect in.
Yeah.
especially considering that the tower was already at half HP.
And look at Fada. He also reads the fact that Liquid's coming this way. It seems like Secret have, again, as you said, done their homework about Liquid, seen what kind of rotations they like to make. They're reading the strategy of Liquid very well. They just didn't really anticipate the laning phase.
No, not at all.
And because of that, they're at such a deficit that they just can't even fight Liquid.
Yeah, it just feels like they know what's happening and they still can't stop it.
Yeah.
The gold lead already at 7,000, and this is a really casual 7,000 gold lead. It doesn't feel as if there was any large-scale engagement that allowed this to happen, but it's just largely on the fact that all three of the cores steadily farming away. YapzOr does have that Doom available, 13 minutes, and we haven't seen it quite yet.
Kill. Really, really need this kill, but there is Liquid sitting here on the side. In fact, the silencer is next to Matumbaman. More importantly, he has global silence up, so YapzOr is not going to see that opportunity to go for Matumbaman.
Yeah.
Matumbaman's not being punished for his super greedy build of the Dagon, because that means he has no Hooded Defiance. He's super susceptible to magic damage, but they haven't killed him since.
Nobody is being punished for their greedy builds. Right now, Miracle Invoker has a lot of items that don't provide him anything. Halfway to that Axe. Once he has the Axe, of course, he's going to ramp up his effectiveness, but for the most part, this guy's just been farming Ancients and farming that neutral creep Triumvirate as Fada mid.
They're going to go for it with the Haste Rune. Oh, Jesus! Ooh, that is the kitchen sink being thrown at poor Fada. Matumbaman is the one to pick up the kill off the Reaper's sight.
50 seconds dead. That is a really long time. I think he does have his Midas. Is he going to lose Midas efficiency for that?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh no. That's really where it hurts.
Maybe get to see those. YapzOr does manage to get off the Scorched Earth, so he's okay in this situation.
Dire's bottom tower
again, it's
is under
Secret either dying or retreating from every single engagement. They have yet to be the ones to set the tempo.
What's weird for me, Cap, is that it's the heroes that you don't often see setting up these fights. Like this Necro, like just running around. Yeah, he's
stacking Reaper's Sight.
As much as Secret don't have these heroes that can easily do it, hold that thought as Ace gonna get silenced up.
Silence off.
Or the Sunstrike again.
Coming in. They're gonna be able to bring him low. Ace is gonna be able to get the Doppelganger out, but he's already so low. He needs the assistance. Actually, he's gonna be able to bottle up. Turns around with the Chain Frost bouncing around. They might be able to kill GH. YapzOr's here to be able to clean up this kill. Matumbaman actually managed to sneak around the side and get Ace from behind. Brought him down with the Dagon and will TP out to safety. Just as you think Secret might be able to take one up over Liquid. Well, let's leave. Lee's got Kuro, looks like. Mid-one should be able to run him down pretty easily with the Remnant and the Flame Guard burn. So that's a freebie. Finally, Secret get themselves a kill that doesn't cost them so much more.
And they really needed that, because I'm still struggling to figure out like how this game is exactly happening, because Liquid, of course the Nature's Prophet can TP around and set stuff up, but he's not a natural disable or anything, and so most of this is coming around from GH, who has just been everywhere. Demon on the map so far. Already has that medallion, and he's just been a thorn in Secret's side as Liquid, they have full map control right now. They've done a very good job of setting up fights around that Sunstrike, even without any of those reliable disables.
I love the 4-staff choice that he's thinking about right now. We saw a unusual 4-staff picked up yesterday off the 4-staff. Thought that was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah. They just need more team fight. They need ways to be able to fight, because the downside of their lineup is they don't have these stuns, so they have to continue to do these like hit and run maneuvers for them to be able to get kills. And right now it's successful, and maybe there is a time where they will just be able to get a lot of farm as global silence pop bottom.
Go for bottom lane with the Reaper Scythe already being used. Doesn't get hit by the Sunstrike, but does get hit by Matumbaman's Death Pulse.
And the ult ultimately doesn't end up killing him, but still, he's got a full pipe. Right. This is going to show up their team fight even further. It just keeps getting worse and worse right now for Secret as GH.
Nice puppy, slows him down.
Doesn't have the frost armor on him either, the Sunstrike.
That one's going to miss.
And GH has to get out of here.
Flies straight up into the trees. Accidentally knocks down those trees.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And it looks like Liquid, they want to play this early game tempo a little bit faster, as now that they've got the Orchid, anybody is liable to die now.
So, do you agree with Secret taking this slow?
I don't know. They still haven't used Doom, I think.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, it's almost 20 minutes into the game right now. I just think they're being run around, and they can't read the moves because their ward vision isn't exactly the best.
And all other lanes are being shoved in. So pretty much there's only one lane that's ever pushed in.
And game is paused.
Puppy will pause the game for poor Ace, who's currently DC'd out.
I just noticed the bottom ledge net worth you've been doomed.
I guess my point is, like, oftentimes the hardest part of the game to really make work for a few is that early game. And they have done it with stars.
Yeah, they're really comfortable playing around this hero.
Radiant are scanning.
And we're seeing it here as they're going to scan Secret. They're not even trying to make an aggressive maneuver. They just want to farm. They're so afraid right now of going around the map that they're willing to scan just to see if they can farm a little bit further.
Don't worry, Fada. It's the little things in life. Maybe losing this game by 8,000 gold, scores 5-10 before the 20-minute marker, but at least you can deny that double there.
You gotta be happy about those things. As Puppy has a Quelling Blade, purely for the ward deny, I think.
And Treant, or
the Sprout. That's like minor annoying.
I mean,
it's a good gold.
No, it's a little bit annoying when you can't get out and it's a free sunstrike.
Radiant's top
That's true.
tower is
That's your
under
stun.
attack.
That's like 500 pure damage straight to poor Lich, who's only got probably 800 HP.
Yeah, it's not fun being battle domed.
It looks like our final tier 1 tower is going to drop here.
Radiant's top tower has
Secret,
fallen.
all their really beginning pushing in mid. Liquid just going to keep going for tier 2. Force Secret into such good reaction.
Radiant's
They're
top
gonna
tower
pipe
is under
on
attack.
Matama Man. As long as he can get it off before the Doom, it's gonna be really hard for them to fight. Yeah.
It's so hard to be able to burst anybody now.
So the play here is as soon as somebody gets Doom, as the silencer, you just pop global silence and you force that. Then you just reset the fight, wait out the Doom, and go for it again. Because the Necro will regen so quickly, he has a high amount of HP regen with that pipe. It's okay to take some of these sloppier fights, as long as those things are done in that order. And that's why Secret are so hesitant to fight, even with Liquid taking all of their tier 2 towers.
Is there... Can we get like support staff on the map just to get them a little bit closer to you? Maybe. Seems like jumping out is going to be hard.
But they want to take this fight. This is not a tower that they want to give away for free. They've given away too much of the map already. And if you lose this tier 2 tower, then you're liable to just get Roshan'd, and Liquid can start playing the split up the map game even further.
Yeah.
And take over that area.
But you can see Liquid did have a ward in front of that off-lane tower.
Yeah,
So they see
strong.
Secret's movements. They backed off as there were 5 heroes, but now they know Secret are eventually there's a little hard here. They're going to be able to get the catch potentially on the Venomancer. He gets a point down a little bit farther away. Sunstrike just on the edge. Looks like Mind Control's able to pick it up with his ultimate. Reaper's Scythe brings the Doom a little bit low, who's going for Miracles and over in the back line. Ember's Spear's going to join him. Mid-1 hopes to be able to catch up, but immediately silenced up. And now being juked around by Miracle back to the rest of the team. Hopes to be able to get a save from the Necromos and will be able to. Mind Control going for the TP out is barely going to be able to make it alive, but the rest of the heroes are a bit low. So it looks like Liquid is just going to be able to clean up the rest of the Secret. They're going to be forced to retreat. Ace not getting hit by that tornado. May still be chased down here with no doppelganger up another second.
Mind Control.
In the back line with the Orchid is going to be able to get the Ember Spirit kill. Now Ace is going to move forward, trying to get the kill onto Mind Control, surrounding him with its illusions, but the damage is already done. They've lost their core, and now with the rest of Liquid backing Mind Control up. In fact, they're just diving into tier 3. They're going to be able to take Puppy as well. Venomancer's going to go for the TP in. Maybe Liquid have already extended themselves, but they don't have a... Oh no, they don't have a stun!
Radiant's
It's
top
just a
tower
TP
is
away.
under
It's
attack.
so easy for Matamba Man to get out of these engagements now that all the supports are dead.
Radiant's top
Liquid
tower
even gets
has
that
fallen.
tier 2. It is a goddamn massacre here in game number 1.
And Mind Control even TPing bottom to further maximize the farm, breathing even heavier down the necks of Secret as Liquid with full control. First Doom of the game used, and it largely led to nothing. And in fact, it led to his team all dying and them losing the tier 2 tower.
Yep.
And now the one area that they could farm, this ancient area, is being taken away from them.
Ancient, yeah, that like triangle you're talking about.
They don't feel comfortable going into their own jungle because they don't know about the ward vision. The next move they make is probably you just buy a desperation gem, because you can't play under this kind of vision game. And once you grab that tier 2 tower up the top, you go for the Roshan. I think Secret are aware of this, but fighting it is another story.
Liquid, I feel like this is something Liquid always does with Roshan. They will start a Roshan on like 2 heroes. They'll always have someone that's going to be so they can actually get the initiation on the team trying to contest Roshan rather than the other way around. Miracle Miracle is pushing forward with his in-mid. Not in his space, though. Secret is thinking forward into the Roshan pit. Is going to push him down.
What I'd like to see right now is Matama Man back out, let the Nature's Prophet push out both of the side lanes, and once somebody goes to deal with this bottom lane, then you can go back into the Rosh pit if you feel like it.
Yeah. But at the same time, Secret do have a pretty good hero to be able to deal with that, right? They can just have the Ember Spirit run at bottom, and he can always jump back to that Roshan pit if plays.
Especially now that he has the Yule Scepter. That's going to make it a lot easier for him, but Lincoln's number 1 completed on Liquid. Last I checked, they wanted one on Miracle, who's steadily getting closer to his. And once that happens, Cap, the teamfight initiation is just simply not going to be there for Secret. They don't have any of these heroes that ignore the Lincolns very easily, like the Earthshaker or the Earth Spirit. Instead, they've got a lot of single target focus down.
It's going to be super hard as the Doom. You have to get like the Mana Drain creep or the Purge creep, jump in, pop the Lincolns with that ability, and then get Doom off. But the problem with that is Mind Control is going to have Tornado, Cold Snap, something to be able to interrupt you in that short period of time.
Yeah.
Mind Control has his Orchid. So that extra like half a second that it takes for you to be able to cast something to pop the Lincolns is devastating.
It feels like an eternity.
Yeah.
Especially against players playing at this level. You don't get that kind of time as Miracle at the top is waiting for mid 1 already, starts popping some spells, but just gonna push out the wave right now, and his team are gathered up in this mid area. It looks like they're peeking around. Matama Man preemptively pops Growth Shroud, but was afraid of getting gone on. Still very tanky though.
They're so confident. Invoker and that they have those Lincolns. They know it's just so unlikely for them to be caught by Secret at this point, especially with the aggressive vision they have down top lane. They still have that laning board. It's going to be able to see out most rotations in that jungle area.
And even though they're only up by 8 skeletons,
Radiant are scanning.
Liquid have built up a 13,000 gold lead as one more Midas in, and Miracle will have paid off.
Protecting Miracle as he pushes in the top lane, looking for that pick off, and he's going to be able to find it onto Ace. It's going to be caught by the Reaper's side.
Even gets hit by the Sunstrike. Beautiful play by Liquid. This might just lead them into a high ground scenario as Secret. They'll be hard pressed to defend this. They don't have the best heroes at defending this. They do have the Venomancer, but he's not in place to place those wards. Only has 1 down so far. Already going to get gone on.
Might as well try and force the buyback. GH gives himself a little bit of push. It's down the cliff. 45 seconds they're going to have to deal with this siege if they want to be able to keep the buyback intact for the Phantom Lancer. It seems so unlikely they're going to be able to do that, but we'll see. Push themselves a little bit damage here. Now the Doom initiates on the Necrophos, but there goes that defensive force down, trying to get him back to the rest of the team. Hoping to be able to keep the Necrophos alive here, but they are going to be gone on by Ace. So it looks like he's definitely dead. Mid-1 gets
getting low.
And Blast actually going to be able to bring down Crow with the help of Ace. Now they look towards Miracle. Goes for a TP out, goes for the invis. What they do have, that bottom though blade is going to be able to catch that one. TP in, Mind Control. They're going to be able to catch him as well. Mid-1 goes for it with the boots of travel, and Mind Control does not have the Orca to be able to stop him here. Tries to go for the Sprout, doesn't quite catch him. Mid-1 catching up, goes for the TP out. As long as they actually get the disable here with the Yule Scepter, and then they get the chains to be able to stop the follow-up, but he gets the Orchid off, and Mind Control is going to be able to make it out alive.
Very well done. Was waiting to pop that Yule Scepter. Baits the first TP so that he uses it. Then the second one.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Really smart, especially since he put himself right on top of the wave before he did, so they had to use the Yule Scepter for that first disable.
And I really like that he went for that play. He understands this is a lost fight. The only way that they can win that fight is if Matama Man is able to live for even half a second, but he recognizes, okay, my team, we've definitively lost this fight. There's no point in me also throwing my life away. Let's create some pressure so they can't immediately go for an objective like this.
With a double damage, and Yaps are coming in. Nice double change with a remnant in it. They're going to be able to bring down both of these supports. Secret hit Liquid back hard. Trying to set the tempo of this game. They're going to take that tier 1 tower away from Liquid as well. And that gold lead is beginning to plummet for Liquid.
Yeah, we talked about it. This is what happens when you don't have these disables. You're always going to get initiated on. We thought they had enough farm, but 15,000 gold lead now going down to 8 as Miracle. He wants this kill on a Puppy.
Dirty dog. You leave those core supports alone. Puppy's going to be popping Cold Snap. No chance in hell that he's getting out of that one. Will put some pressure on that top lane. Now here comes the rotation. Sunstrike.
Mid-1.
No, it's Sunstrike. Mid-1's not going to be able to catch him.
Has an Arcane Rune and a DD. Miracle gonna get out of there as One now starting to get really farmed. Almost has that fully completed Radiance. There is no lockdown available for him. Only silences, so that Yule Scepter is especially effective right now. And Liquid, without any hexes on their side,
Radiant's bottom
they're going to
shrine
be
is
hard
under
pressed to
attack.
find the initiation.
Yeah, they're gonna have to like throw Reaper's Sight at the Ember Spirit, I think,
Yeah.
just to be able to get some control on it. That's not really your ideal.
It shows you that even if you're ahead mid game and you have a lineup that doesn't have these disables
Radiant's
or the
bottom
team fight
shrine
ability,
is under attack.
and for the most part you want to avoid these fights. Like Secret obviously
Radiant's bottom
have the much
shrine
stronger
has
overall
fallen.
5-on-5 right now.
Now, at least we did get that tier 3 at bottom lane for that nasty engagement at top. So the shrines are unlocked. They've already taken one of them, bottom lane. And Furion is eventually going to throw trans at that top shrine as well. So we're not only talking about a pretty big boost in gold for Team Liquid, but also a lot more map.
The seeds of
And that's what they need right now. They need to further build that lead up.
Just suffocate Secret, right? Just build and build more and more of an advantage, because it's kind of like that, it was a Chinese saying where if you can't go high ground, your advantage is false, right? It's a little bit ringing true here for Liquid, just because of the fact that they don't have a team fight
Radiant's
to
top
always
shrine is
guaranteed
under
beat
attack.
out Secret.
Yeah, and Secret even going to make an aggressive smoke maneuver. They trust their team fight right now. And Fada, only person showing right now on Liquid.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
A little bit ahead right now.
Fada's a pretty good actor, look. Backing off, he's trying to play a little
Radiant
hesitant.
Oh,
mid one went for
missed
it.
chains there. Mid one didn't actually get the sleight of fist onto Matamba Man. Still catch by control, good force down forward. Yapster's going to be held in on out, hoping to be able to close in on that core
This
kill.
might
But
be
now
the fight they
Liquid
need.
is here. They're going to be able to get the Reaper's Sight, bringing Doom low, and they finish him off with mind control. Now the Chain Frost comes in. It's not going to do much, only bouncing between the two of them. And now GH
Radiant's
trying to pursue,
top
but Ace
shrine
makes sure that there is
under
no pursuit on the rest of Secret as they back off. Miracle immediately going for the fast split push. This is going to force Secret to TP back, and you can see Liquid are surging for trying to catch some of these heroes that are TPing away.
They need a Roshan right now on Liquid. They force people bottom, they force people top. I think this is one of the best opportunities that they're going to have to go for it. They're setting up around that area. GH already popping the fly just to see if there's anything there.
Radiant's top tower
And with
is
the
under
ward in
attack.
there, it seems like they're a little bit spooked as Miracle gonna finish out a BKB now. Starting to get really farmed. And Kuro.
Radiant's top tower.
Is he gonna die for that?
Easy
to die for that.
A lot of damage very quickly. Miracle could not get a tornado off in time to save his ally.
At the same time, Mind Control takes down another tower. Immediately gets out. Now it's two sides that are exposed. And this is exactly what Liquid want to do. They want to continue to put up the pressure without sacrificing too much. And Mind Control gonna try to solve his team's disable issue.
See if he can pick up that Scythe of Ice. That'll help for sure.
They're not lacking damage. With a Dagon 2 and a Sheila's Guard on their Necro,
Yeah.
plus Unstrike, any hero goes down. They just need the ability to lock somebody up.
He's trying to get Dagon 5, so you could just Reaper Sight the Ember Spirit and they could just throw a bunch of magic damage at him in that like 1.5 second window where he's disabled.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea whatsoever. Necro, though, of course, not the most mobile hero as Secret. Gonna go for another smoke as Fada.
Get to mid one, he needs your help badly. Gets the Yule Scepter off. See if he can jump himself away before the damage comes in. They're trying to silence up. Chain Frost is going to be able to come through. With the damage coming in from the Doom as well, they might be able to bring down Matamba Man, which is a big time kill, and well worth it. But here comes Miracle with the backup. Nice Sonic move. He's going to be able to push back two of the members, and it looks like Ace is just on full retreat here with the BKB'd up Miracle. They don't really want to fight him. They just want to be able to get the quick
Monster
kill on
lives
GH,
here.
and maybe be able to get out of here. Ace is able to slide himself away, but Yapster with the minus armor coming out with Miracle's damage. It is maybe a little bit too much. Fada turns and fights, gets on the poison. Matamba Man is able to get that kill, which will gladly help him. He needed that regen as he was dropping dangerously low, especially with the poison on him, so he heals up. They're going to be able to establish control of the map again. Liquid may not have gotten Roshan, but he certainly won that fight.
And with the 3 high ground heroes dead on the side of Secret, including the Lich for his chain, his Frost armor, I think this is going to mean a high ground attempt again as they start shoving in this bottom area, but Liquid instead content to go for the Roshan. It's just going to be Matamba Man down here, and Liquid should be able to nab this very easily for themselves. Thought they would have tried to go for the forced out buyback.
Not feeling comfortable potentially being caught. I mean, if you think about it that way, right? If you force the buyback and you get caught trying to retreat, the team fight goes the way of Secret. Boom, they've got Roshan themselves. Buyback worth it. So Liquid here going for the safe.
Indeed, as first Roshan of the game goes to Liquid. A pretty late one, considering the kind of dominance that they've shown. 33 minutes into the game, the gold lead finally doing what they wanted to again.
Yep, going down, down, down.
Yeah, and it's on the back of taking smarter team fights, going for these single pickoffs, not trying to just group up. If you allow Secret to take these full-on, straight-up 5-on-5s, it's going to be rough for you, as YapzOr doesn't have Doom, just trying to devour, run forward, get back, and it's going to be mid one that shows himself up front.
We're getting closer to that level 25 Hamburger. That tornado will certainly help out Liquid's disable issue. It's hell for an Ember Spirit to play around the tornado that's up. Seconds.
One of the few that go for the AoE still.
Do you think it's AoE blast in this game?
It might be a little bit different.
Between a PL and an Ember Spirit, I figure.
Getting a little bit lower is Matamaman with the Aegis.
Yeah, get that chip damage on range. Actually, they managed to force out Reaper's Sight from Matamaman. He thought he was going to be able to get a kill there. And Secret actually take advantage of that cooldown.
I don't think so.
No, doesn't look like it. In fact, you can already see the Ember Spirit going to bottom lane, looking to meet the split push.
And Mind Control has that Hex available. Not his usual DPS build, but had to adjust for this game. And does so. Miracle, invised up, just walking around.
Trying to finish up that Octarine at level 25.
Yeah, he's really close to it.
No need to use this Aegis right away, right? You always say establish map control first. That first couple of minutes of Aegis.
It's really silly to grab an Aegis and then immediately go for a 5-man. If you blow that team fight, then you lost your ability to take over the map, and so it was kind of a lost cause. And
One here with the Sight device, you get a little bit of control, but there's just not the damage follow. Feels like it goes off. Maybe they can actually get the silence follow up with the global silence. They might be able to catch him. They even have GH with another silence to follow this one up. Mid one's going to be caught a little bit longer.
Oh, he's too fast.
Jump himself away. He gets out. Did they change their silences?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think they did.
As Liquid,
A little bit of overlap.
should have been a
there.
kill, but
Yeah.
they just didn't have the damage necessary for him. First had to break that flame guard as Conquering Core now completed. They see Liquid in this mid area as GH starting to press on forward, doesn't have that Aghanim Scepter, so no flying vision for him quite yet, and with no gem available, he's going to run into Puppy, who's starting to get low, but YapzOr right there to protect him, and now the Chain Cross is let loose.
Oh, all of Secret is here to be able to protect their captain. Puppy may still die for the Urn Tick down here. Oh, just enough to be able to keep himself alive. Now the Tubman's in kind of a bad issue here. Ace is going to chase away Kuro. They're not immediately focusing down this Necrophos because YapzOr's going to jump for the back line. He's going to go for the Furion, but that leaves Miracle a little unintended. So they're just going to go back for him. Tubman and just try and finish him off and let Miracle do whatever he wants. If he wants to retreat, that's fine. They're going to take away the Aegis of the Necrophos and back up. They're actually going to go for the Miracle. He's setting up for a big meteor, definite blast, AoE combination, but Tubman brought down to half HP, but is going to be able to regen up through a lot of this one if they can just get one of these kills, and it looks like they've got all of them here. Liquid, they managed to hit big time out of Secret. They just run out of ammo here. 3 members dead, down to Secret. Only the 2 cores of Ember Spirit and Phantom Lance are kept alive.
And we see now why he goes with the AoE Deafening Blast.
Yeah.
He walks in, pops it, the entire team
Just caught unaware by Miracle's side rotation. That's something they maybe got to keep their eye on a little bit better. It's hard to constantly keep up that counter vision, but if you don't have that, Miracle's going to be able to slide into good positions for this team.
Yeah, Secret that they just had a good fight. With GH down, that's 1 less Force Staff, 1 less hero to worry about. They need to press any kind of advantage that they have, and numbers 1 is pretty important for them now. With Tubman
plus Orchid. Takes a lot of damage. Doesn't have a whole lot of mana to work with either. He's only got 1 nuke off of this one.
Yeah. There's a heart though completed on Ace, so he doesn't go down easily as Liquid, with 2 heroes down on the side of Secret, pressing their advantage as much as they can let it go.
But look, Liquid's just drawing attention to this bottom lane. Miracle goes for the real shove at top lane. Tries to finish off this melee rack, see if he can do it in time. Vada, not quite. Catch Miracle.
Yeah, YapzOr.
Back
Now being
over to
dragged
bottom
back.
lane. They'll get that range for next. Both the melee racks is down to half HP here. Secret, they get torn apart. Miracle is going to pop the BKB and finish off that melee racks. Goes to TP out. So this should be the retreat of Liquid. Now the pressure of Miracle is gone. They got what they came for. They got both the melee racks at top as well as the range racks above.
And there's absolutely nothing that they can do about him. When he pops that BKB, has that available, even if YapzOr did have Doom, which he didn't. unable to complete anything as Miracle going to make his way down there again. And Liquid, I think they want to continue to do this. Why take a straight 5-on-5 fight and risk anything when you can just split Secret around the map? Secret don't have that heavy initiation. They've got to show somebody, and it's not easy for them to start these fights in this manner.
Yeah, we just don't have those traditional, like, hard initiating forward positions or offlaners on either side, so these team fights can get pretty messy.
Yeah, without that available, it becomes a game where Liquid are saying to themselves, okay, throw yourselves outside of your base. If you don't do so, well, we'll just bang on your buildings, and if you don't commit to a fight, we'll take your racks, and if you do commit to a fight and you happen to lose it, we've got a lot of mobile heroes. Miracle can just TP back in, Nature's Prophet can do the same. They can't afford to lose any fights, and that's why Secret are so reluctant, and they were willing to give up that racks as mid one. Doesn't connect.
18,000 gold lead for Liquid, 23 to 14 to their favor.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out what number it is where it doesn't matter what kind of heroes they have. And this might be the number, 20k.
20k. Yeah, I don't think I've seen too many comebacks. We'll see. Secret. Make a little magic happen here at ESL One Hamburg.
You just need a really good Doom. This game pretty much falls on the App Store's shoulders.
How many of them? How many really good Dooms do you need?
You need a really good one.
I was hoping to be able to see, like, maybe a refresher starting to be built. Now he's doing this.
coins.
The problem is there's too many targets for him to Doom.
Yeah.
If you don't Doom the Nature's Prophet, well, NP's got Hex and an Orchid. And if you don't Doom Matama Man, he's pretty unkillable.
And you have to deal with Lincolns as well.
Yes.
Which he's played very well around. I don't think he's had a Doom blocked by Lincolns yet, but it's still going to be a struggle.
It gets even better than that. Now you've got a 6-slotted Miracle who has a refresher and an Octarine completed.
So surely he's target number 1, right? There's too much firepower coming out of this mage.
There's his head spinning. There's just too many heroes. Any of them would be a good choice, though. That's the good news. If there are 3 really good choices,
He gets 1 Doom off, you could say it's a good Doom.
yeah, it's like, you did it, man. Job complete.
You got past the wall of Lincoln's here.
Take your hands off the keyboard as mid one. Now going to push out this top area. Doesn't opt to save for that buyback. Instead, electing to finish up that Shiva's guard. I think this is the right choice. You're so far behind. What does buyback really matter?
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
You're going to need to win a lot of team fights here.
Oh, the Treant army.
Radiant's top
Control
barracks
easily
has
taking
fallen.
that range tracks. And again, Liquid going back to this method of split pushing.
Radiant's
Secret.
middle tower is under attack.
They're going to force you into committing for a fight. Where's it going to be, though? Maybe it's around this last racks. Send 1 area of defense. They're all under this ward right now. Secret not even bothering to put sentries outside.
Remember that conversation? It was Swindles on the Star Ladder panel. You said there's a lot of traps in the game, referring to just like treants.
Yeah.
In this case, Forge Spirit. There's so many things in the way for a Secret that are just pushing into their base. They have to clear through all this stuff before they can even think about initiating on the team looking in the backline.
That's a fitting commentary, considering Garbage Man. As the gem is now
That's where he
completed.
came up with this strategy.
And 1 gonna shove out this area. And I guess
Radiant are scanning.
if you're this far behind, you can just start to defend only 1 area and centralize everything.
That's another Chinese proverb, right? In Dota, once you've lost 2 lanes of racks, the game becomes easier because you only have 1 lane to focus on.
Yeah. Did Jack tell you that?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good one. Is Liquid? They've got the high ground area. Doom has been expended. It's an illusion. They waited so long just for that, and Matama Man gonna preemptively pop
Alright,
his
double
shield.
chain. Is there some way that Secret actually wins this fight with a wasted Doom? No, they're gonna have to retreat here with a Global Silence pop right on top of a Shrine 2. That would be suicide to rush into that fight.
So there was a wrong target.
There was a wrong target.
We didn't
indeed.
anticipate that one. He was trying to play decisively. He's like, this is our moment. Who cares? It's the first person that instantly.
Instant regret there
Oh,
for Yapsor.
that's rough. And
Man,
now
we were
Liquid.
praising him for not getting. He's like, he hasn't lost a Doom to a Lincoln's yet. Happens to be in a Lincoln's.
It's the same thing
Yeah.
as Secret.
Oh, Miracle. He's going for the assassination on Puppy again.
This ward has done way too much.
Or the racks, actually.
This ward has done way too much.
Yeah.
for Liquid, and normally it gets dewarded pretty early on, but I think Secret, they're just
Radiant's
under the gun,
bottom
feeling the
barracks
pressure
are
right now.
under
Too many
attack.
things for them to have to worry about as at bottom.
Just giving this one up.
Radiant's
You might as well.
structures are fortified.
They're gonna pop Glyph, but no one's near for him.
It's died.
The melee rack starting to get pretty low, but After Spirit making an effort to clean it up as mid lane. This is where the real fight is.
Blood does get caught by the Reaper side. Oh, jeez, he's so tanky. That was actually so little damage, but
Radiant's
Tumbleman's
bottom
completely out of mana,
barracks
too.
are under attack.
They managed to burn him
Radiant's
out, but
bottom
Miracle still
barracks
gets the
is
objective. Every little silver lining for Secret is surrounding very dark, dark cloud.
In a way, this makes the game, like you said, easier for Secret. It was just stuff that they didn't want to have to worry about. Now you don't have to worry about it. Focus all your attention on this mid racks and defending it. The side lanes are done already. Who cares about that? That's a foregone conclusion. It's
got
time to
plenty
think about the future.
Got plenty of huts and shrines in the way to deal with the side lane pushes.
Exactly.
Focus on mid and focus on this Roshan fight, right? This is the opportunity for Secret.
The jump's gonna matter as Doom doesn't have Doom quite yet, but he's gonna start running at Kuroki, trying to force something out.
Just hoping to be able to force a global silence or something, but it is on cooldown.
Look at the
Are
backline
taking
though.
control.
Miracle coming from behind.
Look out behind you, Miracle. The assassin is coming. It looks like they're going to be able to catch GH. Will be managed to bring him down, so it's a 4 versus 5 now, but Secret are trying to retreat back to their mid lane. Miracle is unable to stop it. He's at pops a refresher though, and he's going to try and catch these heroes with AoE deafening blast. He's hoping to be able to take on this fight 1 versus 2, but gets caught by the Doom. He pops the BKB beforehand, so that'll help him out a little bit, and it looks like Secret are not okay with chasing him down. They don't feel comfortable with it, especially with the rest of the team Liquid being gone for so long. A starts backing himself away. Looks like we will manage to get our Doom out of there, so Yapstar makes a clean retreat, but their tier 3 did take some damage, and all they got out of it was
Yeah, and another Doom had to be expended for that, but with the BKB down on the side of Miracle, if he was able to do that half a second earlier, then maybe they just refuse to chase him down. But Miracle, gonna go for it as Ace, out of mana, try to go for the attempt, unable to connect.
Dude, Ace is always out of it every single time I look at him. Miracle! He does have BKB. Thought maybe it would be on cooldown.
Now with the Octarine Core, it's almost 40 seconds for his refresher. That's how long cooldown is as Mind Control is continuing to shove out the lanes with his ultimate.
I bet it's about the same. Oh, jeez.
I think he should just go for his own refresher, or
Yeah. He needs the
like as unfortunate as it is, pretty much the entire game comes down to can Yaps or Doom 2 people and get rid of their net worths. It's unfair to put all that pressure on him, but it's the only way that I can see them reasonably making a comeback. As credit to Secret, they have kept it somewhat close. Gold Doom hasn't increased by that much, only 16k despite losing 2 sides.
Yeah, so get out of here. It's back to base. Okay, so now they don't even have Roshan to worry about. Blitz. Now it's even simpler. It's just sitting in your base waiting for Liquid to come at you.
In a way, it does kind of free up your mind, though. That bottom lane, Liquid isn't really focusing on that anymore. It's this mid area. As long as Secret can make this last hold.
And now you don't have to worry about going out to the base either. Contest Roshan.
Is there any sort of initiation? Yeah, off the pipe, and with an Aegis available, it makes his job even more complicated. But this Phantom Lancer is really strong. He's quite slotted, as is the Emperor.
But part of the problem I see is that, like, he's got manage. Manage is still really important for this Phantom Lancer.
Mana is important for everyone.
Alright, just force that back down.
No one is really willing to commit right now. Liquid don't want to throw this lead away, and Secret don't want to leave their base.
For Spirit Chief's very good run. What's he doing? He's going to be top of the Reaper's sight. They're down. Can he get out of this one with a Sunstrike? And AoE definitely blast as well. They're going to be able to bring him down. I'm not sure. Mid-1, he's dead. And so is Yapsor. I don't know what that initiation was from Secret, but they seem ill-prepared for Mid-1's YOLO-ness. Now Secret's going to be forced into a 3 versus 5 underneath their own shrine, so at least they've got that going for them. But unfortunately, our Phantom Lancer didn't do a whole lot. He's been stuck inside this crowd. Now finally managed to get out, but every single turn he goes on just turns out to be a bad one. Mind Control now turns against him with a Blood Sword, and he's getting a lot of damage on him. Another Doppelganger, and he goes back to the fountain. Tier 3 is going to start dropping, and Liquid are going to be able to take mega creeps off of this win.
And I'm not sure what Secret is meant to do to defend against this. There's so many things hitting at their buildings.
Creeps are everywhere. Venomancer's outside the Sprout again. How fitting that a Sunstrike brings him down. Ace may have the HP, may have the mana. He's even surviving against all 5 members, but Drone will not. And that is why Secret call GG on Game Control.
It did feel like Ace never died. Do enough damage. They just ignored him, killed everyone else around him, and Liquid. Very nice
That's
effort.
the story of Phantom Lancers.